3, 2, 1. Let's continue. Welcome to what we're looking for is, of course, the main carpet of Chapter 2. The Morn, Chapter 3. The main event of the main quest of Chapter 3. The more 1,000 roses brings. Yeah, it says. So, last time we know there'll be a Sabzeruz Festival, and also, yeah, I'll hate him. It looks like a badass one of, arms dealer. Right, so we're gonna find this Dunyarzad person, in which we rescue her from the the Aramites.
There she is! Dunyarzad! We're back!
By the the one of the leaders of the Aramites.
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali...
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure. If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
And there she is.
You were eavesdropping!
Eavesdropping.
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's alright, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So Dia, please take some time to relax.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
We're so sleepy.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. My apologies for not realizing this sooner. I've already prepared a room for you to rest.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful.
Very kind. Oh, this is it. This is chapter 3. Is a main event, main quest. Last one is a prologue. Wait, the version version 3.0. The more 1,000 roses brings. Change that because of course. Chapter 3 will last for up to 2 version 3.1, 3.2. Where you could get a chance to play as the one and only Sino, ladies and gentlemen. A way to throw it over the wall. Meanwhile, at Wolframe, they sent out
Here we are. It's
free
also
stuff.
fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Should get a better free stuff instead of a collab character, which failed so miserably, just like the sales that they did.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
Sorry, when I say miserable, sad.
Oh, if you
Really
don't mind,
sad.
how about we all walk around together tomorrow? All of my friends will be working the festival. And
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over.
then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning.
It's a deal.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sabzeruz. Oh, no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night.
Hungry?
Did we oversleep?
No, we
We
don't.
should go meet Dunyarzad.
Traveler, Paimon.
Good morning, Dunyarzad.
Not at all. Today is finally here.
You've worked so hard for this day. You got...
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today. Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there. Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this just for the Mora.
They all said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. So, what's the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sabzeruz festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukushifa mushrooms, lunar lotuses, Sumeru roses, sunsetias, kapulatas, hara fruits, and zaytun peaches.
So, the Sabzeruz festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Yeah.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumeru uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak?
I don't think that's the case.
Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible.
Slow down. We're like a few years away from the entire game to be completed.
I hope your wish.
Thanks. All right, how about we also check out some...
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination?
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So,
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents,
sure sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
that is precisely what we need. After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
Says this entire thing is way too random.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you guys working together?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try?
I'm gonna pick some stuff.
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Paimon wants to take a look too.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies?
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting.
They say the Sabzeruz Festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilou's Dance of Sabzeruz would be just as impressive.
Hope that will work to put her $100.
Yes!
Hope that I'll put $100 on her.
Attention! Soldiers, fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
Eh?
It's a weird guy with...
Hey, it's Dunyarzad!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sabzeruz Festival, the children have all grown very fond.
The hallowed Night of Flowers.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sabzeruz Festival. All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, Knight Ferris!
Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sabzeruz Festival icon, and one immensely popular with children.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories to...
As are we.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here.
Whichever one.
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
Hey, did you say you lavender melon?
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Ito.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Don't forget Shangling and the... Sorry, lizard tail. I mean, why do you want to put lizard tail in a cocktail? What's the point?
Onikabuto is a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
No, no, please, no, no. Imagine Ito finds out about this. Although he likes candies, he'll be very, very mad.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before?
I don't want to know
Try
any
them.
Kabuto.
Let Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the sunsetia flavor.
I will. I will not eat buggy flavors or buggy foods because it gives me the. It keeps me bugging me out when it comes to eating food. But I will be able to get exactly whatever you want. Don't blame me.
It's alright. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your...
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
One left to right. This number 1, and this number 5. I guess number 2 would be. 7 number 2 giving you the top. Number 3. This should be Sensei. No. Let me pick the blue one. Number 1.
Attention! That's unfortunately Lizard Tail.
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck. But looks like Paimon was wrong.
The Sunsetia-flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
Really? Thanks a lot!
It's Night of Flowers.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Night of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Can you come with me to get it?
No problem.
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sabzeruz Festival.
Attention, young soldier.
This is saying yes. The nearby quarters. We pick number 4. How lucky is number 4? Developers just roast themselves. I thought it would be number 3. Number 1, Lizard Tail.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Boss, isn't that her?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any...
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Main! No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Aren't your claws all dull by now?
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No! We're gonna stay and help! There's too many of them! You're right.
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll...
Oh dear, she actually blew her own cover.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale.
I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert.
You sure you're...
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia.
Yeah, don't worry.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
Dia! You took care...
Any more of them? Or rather...
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but...
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of...
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry, and...
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt?
You're so unreasonable.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Are you feeling unwell again?
My lady, your condition... Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? I'll look around the area to make sure we're safe from an ambush.
Truly, I'm sorry for the trouble.
Aya was a claymore user? She's saying a great sword? I don't think that's true because she's not even debuted yet. That. Maybe we could.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments, and I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Can't believe it's Elazar.
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar, and I came to terms with it a long time ago, compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this. Its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me, so that I can live for that much longer. However, I know I will one day succumb to this. Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with them. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world. Right?
As long as you don't forget Paimon. Paimon also won't forget about you. No. Even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Paimon.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for— To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step. Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regret. Oh, right! Isn't it almost time?
Huh? Almost time for what?
Yeah, the festival.
Isn't the Dance of Sabzeruz about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most. Nilou will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sabzeruz Festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessing. And with that, my wish will also—
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage!
Yeah, we should still make it in time.
Right, yeah, but don't push yourself. Right, let's go back to the Grand Bazaar. It's this way. We expect worse after this. Eremites. Scarlet King. Oh no. No. We don't want any more casualties.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilou!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage.
But the Dance of Sabzeruz is one of the key parts of the Sabzeruz Festival.
The Sabzeruz Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organized. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sabzeruz Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them. This is a hard pill to swallow, but—
Art. Dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
It's more like fight and conquer.
No.
Or
I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
Or it's more like divide without even conquering it.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sabzeruz Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere and the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance.
Nilou, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sabzeruz so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sabzeruz Festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sabzeruz Festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes. Okay, it's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
It really is okay. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets.
Oh. Also, in case this means war.
A lot happened today. It's Nilou and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sabzeruz Festival a success. But Dunyarzad is running out of time. Yeah.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project is entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
What was that?
We're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad right away! Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure! Traveler? Why are you just standing there?
Umin's about to say something about...
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
Say the show must go on, but what if there's a war again in the, just like in the Inazuma roots?
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feed.
You are quite well informed.
They're all plants! Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned?
It's one of the Sabzeruz Festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
Ah.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing.
Guess that was still pretty interesting.
Eh?
So, where to next?
And after fruit, the alchemy shop. Next, the blacksmith. Or even, oh, the candies again. Are we in the time loop or something?
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't...
Yes, Knight Ferris!
What's going on?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sabzeruz Festival icon and one immensely popular with children.
But you saw, Dunyarzad with hands liberty, scaly, and she's in bandages. I didn't notice that.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunya. Oh, do you want some Yalda candies? I happen to have some boxes ready to...
What's to pick? Don't...
It's not that simple.
Ooh, how
And there's also Lizard Tail and Oni Kabuto.
Ugh, why do those flavors Traveler, help...
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Number 4 is a Sansera, and what's number 5? I'm not even sure.
Ah,
Missing
excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Ha-ha! Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and
I mean, we're in a loop again, just like last time.
Huh? How's that possible? It's obviously random. Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
Oh, sure.
It's the power of,
Where are you going?
it's the power of the Dendro Archon? Will we restart all the way back when we make a mistake? Yeah, of course, we picked the wrong one, and then Dendro can say, "Oh, you picked wrong." It would be better if you pick number 4. Now let's go, Lambert Tavern, and eat those candies. We're actually living in a time loop.
A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on. In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But, so, why'd you run here in such a hurry? So that's it! You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat?
Want coconut chocolate cake? Of course, that coconut chocolate cake smells good. It looks good.
Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but...
Coconut charcoal cake? Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now.
There it is. Let's dig in, one by one.
Thing? Isn't this going a bit too far?
Uh...
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful. Then, you mean... That's impossible. We were... So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu? Paimon also gets the... How about... we go out again and try something else?
Feeling just like last time in the prologue chapter. We actually stuck in the time loop. I can't even gain access to the co-op. We're actually living in the time loop. Oh wait, yeah, of course. The current Dendro Archon was actually here, but where? The only thing we have to do is just to stop those two and preventing. Yeah, it could be a nice chance. Just tell those two there's nothing here. Nilo's not gonna dance this today. And a time loop. Oh.
Dunyarzad is sitting by yourself on that bench over there.
He's still in the bandages.
What a coincidence, Dunyarzad. We meet again.
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness,
Oh, no.
Are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but...
Whew. That's a big relief. But, Dunyarzad, you seem a little down today.
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotion. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to it.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
It really is fine. I don't mind. Huh?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
So this is another mistake. Just the two of you, just the two of you, Paimon and Yuumi. This time we're actually, yeah, so close. Actually failed to protect Dunyarzad.
It's almost time.
Huh?
Nilou's Dance of Sabzeruz is about to begin.
Oh no.
Wonderful day.
We'll expect the same thing. Dendro doesn't want to make these mistakes. Yeah, of course!
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will publicly announce it later through the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sabzeruz Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Better be thanking the previous one. No respect at all. It's tragic. Actually failed protecting
Nilou,
festival
are
as
you
well.
okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad.
It's okay. There's nothing.
But you've been really looking forward.
It truly is unfortunate, but
True, but...
the next festival.
Wait.
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! Dunyarzad?
We have to pick the right. We have to pick the right. Yeah, we're actually going back to the time loop. We have to pick the right candy. We have to protect Dunyarzad.
In the end, You still... Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. We have back in the time loop again. Have to pick the right candy. We have to protect Dunyarzad, escort Dunyarzad back into the to the restaurant, and prevent those two remaining Nilo at the same time. Here he goes.
Observing a modest drop in the output of Jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Why does Paimon feel... anyway...
Or Dunyarzad first, Candy second, then Nilo. So we should... Should tell Nilo to hide. Yeah, we're still in the time loop. Go down here. Oops. He's not here. In this case, anyway, we're inside the time loop. That's not even happened. Dunyarzad died and the Dendro Archon died. That's what happened. We failed any of them.
Good morning, Dunyarzad!
Not at all.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired.
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler? Hey.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy this. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? It's not that simple. Each box contains a random... And there's also Lizard Tail and Oni Kabuto.
Yikes.
Huh? She'll help me choose.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right.
Pick quick.
Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congrats.
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck.
Paimon's...
What? She was...
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? Mind reading? X-ray...
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler?
There she is!
Hey, where are you going?
That explains why we're inside a time loop.
Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know.
I have to score, but... Oh, wait. Not getting away. We need some explanation. You disappear again. Oh, that way. little bird, of course. I think we lost her. Look to your left.
What are you looking for? Traveler?
Over there.
That's... Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads?
You already know that this isn't your first Sabzeruz Festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this.
A
yeah.
knowledge capsule?
You should use it too, Paimon.
You know Paimon? Well, this seems kinda sketchy. What the? This is our 20th time at the Sabzeruz Festival? Huh? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule?
Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago.
Yeah, of course. In case you didn't notice, the Golden Apple Archipelago. Of course.
Let Paimon think.
Of course, that's a sign.
It's coming back. What about everyone else?
Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro. And you also have special, sensitive constitution. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left.
Of course.
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
That's your real name? I know you introduced yourself before, yeah.
Good. You passed the test.
What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Please don't tell Paimon even you don't know.
Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sabzeruz Festival.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
We've already experienced the Sabzeruz Festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. The Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more? The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together. That should be it. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully... That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, is that something with speech or even...
That doesn't sound right. We've already experienced the...
A time loop.
Still the wrong answer?
A simple time loop can't explain some of the...
Dunyarzad!
The Sabzeruz Festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
Got only one shot at this.
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara, and to do that, we need... Hida rejected the idea of a time loop, so... Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but... Let's go talk to people again.
All she wants to see Neil's Sabzeruz dance. If she doesn't perform, she die and Dendro Archon just repeat the entire loop again. We're running out of time.
Hey there!
Hey, it's you guys. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my product. Huh? What brought this about?
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday?
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go
Of course, no one dreams in Sumeru.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that anyway? If this all really were just a dream...
Or it could be... Dreams are not dreams at all. It's more like a... accomplishment something.
Oh,
that shouldn't
it's
be
you
missed.
two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh?
Help you better understand it?
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam.
Dory, stop.
What you just said, are you serious?
Paimon knew you weren't going to
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
Ah, it's called deception.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on.
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to?
Talking to Dea again.
Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, at this time of day.
Of course. Dea's holding off the... Oh, that's not good.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous
What?
Huh? You saw?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while...
How did you know what I was going...
We need to say something convincing.
Sword not dream coming to me anyway. Something in these claymore.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon.
Yeah, Dea is not a claymore user. They do not dream.
People in Sumeru don't the moon, illusions, and... My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. My mind feels exhausted,
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What?
Alright, so this is the situation.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type.
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry?
Well, she was tired. Really tired.
All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe.
Wait, don't do that! So we have to use this opportunity to stop the warn Nilo about the Grand State is going to cancel the Sabzeruz Festival and all just waste. Once I cancel it, just waste. Now we're in a different timeline, I guess.
Nahida, we brought a friend. Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see
The real Dunyarzad?
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
So this is another mistake. And yet, she repeated the time loop again.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive.
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad.
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment. What happened?
Do you believe us now? So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sabzeruz Festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
So, you don't have it anymore. Where is it?
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people."
It's more like a superior device than a vision.
Compiles
like
the wisdom of the entire populace and
like a chess
grants
piece.
knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire...
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh yeah, that sounds about right. What do you think?
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. People in Sumeru don't dream. Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. What's happening right now seems to have happened before.
You mean the Akasha is causing our... When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
Mean a U-turn?
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this site. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it.
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they...
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yours.
I guess... I'm the moon.
The moon? Was it?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth. So you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
We should get well the Claymore. Okay. We escort... Yeah. Right time we escort...
there you
lady,
are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Your arm!
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time!
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that...
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
You say, are you alright?
Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no clue what you two...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if they're...
How did you know what I was gonna say?
Forget it. Whew, it's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnapper. Do you think the Samsara has been broken?
Really? Good job on all that progress.
Hey, what kind of...
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sabzeruz festival.
Okay, no more! Paimon...
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Oh.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that.
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah, even though it's happy and lively at the Sabzeruz Festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've...
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
Now we have to make the Sabzeruz dance happen.
We're still in the same day.
Yeah.
Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by.
Paimon thought the Duke did that! What?
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, in other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me.
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding?
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that?
So, what's your...
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operation. We've already experienced the Sabzeruz. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on... Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. The moon, illusions, and...
Sound or information? Perhaps information.
I can't seem to cohesively piece... If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day...
Yes, yeah, it's like to repeat. We start all over again.
That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sabzeruz Festival hasn't happened yet. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword.
A brilliant...
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature.
That isn't simple at all!
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again?
Right! She did help us find her...
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't...
Get hurt? Why would I?
Well, you're still getting used...
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was gone?
Don't think too hard about it.
All right then, let me get this straight.
Yes, your memory's being...
And I'd have to disagree.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been... Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day. It's not very likely, but it's also not...
No, it is impossible.
You have proof.
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Come with me. Miss Dunyarzad? Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee...
A little late.
I can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Do we want to escort Dunyarzad? And that was alright. To be a perfect set. What is that?
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy.
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day.
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training session. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of the force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind. It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain-exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
There comes the Archon. We failed again.
Well, back to square one. But at least we've reached some other conclusions. Yep, that's true. So strange. Paimon feels like everything's been... Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard? How about we go back and ask Nahida?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Early today? Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world.
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember anything.
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Yep. Something here's definitely fishy.
Right.
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sabzeruz Festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go.
Yes, if we leave the city and come back, it'll be the same thing.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the Academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormo.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the...
Here we go again. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info...
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed. Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But what if things get really weird out there and you... Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together. Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. And please, be careful.
Oh man, this might be a very terrible outcome. Leaving the city.
Traveler! Paimon would never... Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that...
Paimon, calm down. She's here now.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
Yeah, separation is not good either.
Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your I see. Using two people.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being... But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside! Something like a message? But how come...
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay.
Yep! Now we're talking!
And what are they doing? Supposed to stop from the festival from getting wasted.
Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes. Akasha
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand.
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use.
We'll never know until we try. Let's go then. Let's expose those sages. All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. Okay, see you tomorrow.
This had to be a very one shot.
That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on...
Can't go back.
There are countless spaces here. Our Sabzeruz Festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty, except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you set foot outside of the... But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside.
There's another part here. I only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from... Was that space actually the real world? All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sabzeruz Festival, also disappears. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Paimon's head is spinning.
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh?
Yeah, we didn't see in the picture how she was involved.
Hey, where are you
Back to the restaurant. There, I think. The family bench in the city. Yeah. The poor lady is resting there after we escort her.
Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then,
The dance of Sabzeruz is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. What?
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the
To be a perfect timing, that time the stages were already in the bazaar. here. That's weird.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sabzeruz exam and graduate from the festival? Okay, first off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the Avidia Forest. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully think. We've already experienced the Sabzeruz Festival many times. People in Sumeru don't dream. That doesn't sound right. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to So people in Sumeru do dream after all.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, and it grants knowledge to the people. It compiles the wisdom. It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understands. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sabzeruz Festival along with everyone else's. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sabzeruz Festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine.
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get in.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals.
All right, last question. Who am I?
Be easy, but illusions and lies.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine Now that I think about it... Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting at the sage's deception of Sumeru's people?
So you noticed?
Yep.
I thought that one would be the hardest question.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about... You asked me this question before. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, "Don't wake a sleepwalker"? Like your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of... That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing. You asked me this question before. Now that you know... Have you heard the saying, "Don't wake a sleepwalker"? Your notion of reality and dream would be... That's why I could only give you very... Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sabzeruz Festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest.
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sabzeruz Festival samsara.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question, especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad.
People's lives are at stake here, and...
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday?
Even you don't know the reason? Wow. Now that's strange.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time. Traveler, do you have any information?
Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content." Those faces remind me of... dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia Forest. Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
The division.
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean... deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety? No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sabzeruz Festival samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back?
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time today!
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look...
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Why Paimon can't believe it.
She's actually something like a puppet, but the real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way, so that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzeruz Festival.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida.
To prevent more tragedies like this.
Great, but...
Although the Sabzeruz Festival dream, that means this dream belongs to a host who create...
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in...
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, the dream will respond in kind. And the server really will bring you gold and more. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
Emergency food.
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming.
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far, only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But yeah, saving Dunyarzad... We mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense! Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is... Let's go ask him some questions.
And you got some Primo Gems. How much we earned? So far already you pulled 60 of them. 30 left. We better spit there. Because after I finish this. Don't worry, either you and you. Oh, what's the last time? Last time I'm going for. Okay.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere.
Could you make a wish?
Oh, yeah.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sabzeruz Festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm...
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sabzeruz Festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but okay. I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh!
What?
Farky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she...
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
But it is pretty harder when she's gone.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her.
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the... Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
At that timing, we better go there quick. Oh, second chance after second chances. Oh no, it's getting worse. There are 5 of them.
It's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... fine. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
You can run.
Really breaking it. We're actually really breaking it.
Time to go.
You want this?
See?
I'll be back.
He's stuck.
Propagate.
You're mine.
Whirling snow. Scatter.
I'll take my leave.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, remember how during the first Sabzeruz Festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad. She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before this. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue. This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but... Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Oh my god. Paimon peeking. But Paimon creeping.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside. Should we open it? Wow, Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us, even though she was also busy preparing for the Sabzeruz Festival. She must have won. If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even think. Hey, where are you off to, Nick?
You alright?
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's Dance of Sabzeruz.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regret.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
Hope that decision really worked. Last thing we need is to see the Dance of Sabzeruz. Pick that up.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency.
How did things turn out like this?
Be too late.
Traveler?
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the Academia, that's another day gone to waste! Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
That means...
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers.
They're just distractions.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend?
It's like we're here, there were only one.
I didn't even notice.
Dunyarzad, did you
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting weird. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
Of course you are.
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz Festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream.
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City.
Yep. But in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you?" In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story?
Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzeruz Festival is almost over too.
Yeah, you better be heard to perform it.
Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sabzeruz as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sabzeruz.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
And yeah, we're finally free.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the whole... Paimon's head feels super heavy. Paimon thinks it was after the Sabzeruz Festival. Have we finally escaped from the Sabzeruz Samsara? Quick, take off your Akasha terminal. She's not in her room. What happened? Huh?
To the restaurant, to the market. Nope. Maybe she's still okay, but what is she doing here? Karin?
Well done, traveler and Paimon.
Oh, it's you again.
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sabzeruz Festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
Oh, a traveler, Paimon. I have something amazing. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sabzeruz.
Next. Right, we're not done yet.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? And Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the traveler's favorite bench?
Tell me that was the... No, from the prologue. I saw the Catherine. She was actually okay and we were out from the loop. And then it just randoms.
What's going on?
It's actually been much longer than...
Oh? Strange.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first.
After we parted on the last day of the Sabzeruz Festival, I left the city and saw what the traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily?
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer.
At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me.
Yeah, so you do know.
It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died.
Oh, so that is her last words.
As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from the Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King? That god who died even longer ago?
Okay, so what does the
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about,
the traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
How did you do that?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana?
No, that would be a bad idea for an Archon.
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation.
Just like... Yeah, in Inazuma Liwa at the same time.
And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom.
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sabzeruz Festival.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough. There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange. If the Traveler hadn't broken the Sabzeruz Samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Kainari to join some kind of project.
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming.
What were you doing in disguise?
You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah, it's been such a long time.
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared.
Misdirection?
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom, even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their reap. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their...
Got it! I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge.
To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy.
Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sabzeruz Samsara in the immediate future. Go and get some sleep. What a relief.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime.
Right, I think that would be again, and there's more. I think that's the main story. But yeah, that's part 1. Get part 2 and part 3 following. But there's a story for another time. For another time. Butter chicken, delicious.
Such a struggle every time I talk to those scholars.
What now? How do we get up there? Oh, nope, this is the entrance. Nilu Park. Alrani, where did you go? Oh yeah, that's Alrani. The Sakuku decree. Who only left it last year? Football on. The choices say that'll be 10 Primo Gems out of papers. Oh shit, we're away from. What time did you get to there? Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's a very huge library. Oh, you can't get through here. Awesome garden. It's really a gigantic house. I mean, tree house. Oh.
I'll keep this close.
Yep, we unlocked them all. Sanctuary resource Tana. Eh? We can get through. Let's save this one for now. We'll interact to this guy. Upper Wayfarer. Artifact, I guess it's an artifact. Maybe free artifact. Should have grind artifacts from now on. Oh, damage bonus. And we need more of them for the Dendro Chopper, then that Cole and Tegnare, which I didn't get yet. But I think that's probably it. When I'm off, I'm trying to activate all the statues, and of course grind all the rewards from the Revenant instance. We already done that from the prologue. Yeah, that's a lot of rewards. All those Primo Gems, and of course, yeah, this. I'm just gonna have a crown any characters. I should crown my iron code. Yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, of course, next one will be the Tegnare story quest. I'll be seeing you there. For We'll do that later. First thing you need to do is to grind those primogens first, then we'll do the Technara story quest. Yeah, I'll be seeing you there.